What is good, YouTube? I'm Kozact, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you 10 of the best protective hairstyles for long hair growth for black men. So if you're interested in seeing all 10 of these styles, make sure you stay tuned all the way to the very end of the video. And of course, if you're new and you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe with the bell so that you can stay notified. You care about your hair, and I do too, so this is definitely the channel for you. So subscribe with the bell so that you can stay tuned. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. The first style that I have for you guys is going to be the one and only cornrows. Everyone knows this style, and if you don't know this style by now, you're definitely missing out. Cornrows, in my opinion, is one of the best protective styles you could ever put your hair in, if not the best. What makes cornrows so good of a style is, one, the way that it's actually braided back into your hair, and two, the fact that it's braided to the scalp. These are two super important factors, and although pretty small, it makes a huge difference when it comes to hair growth. Because cornrows can be so neatly and tightly braided together, it tends to be one of the styles that last the longest. On top of that, because of the fact that it's braided to your scalp, it also tends to be one of the styles that your hair tends to thrive in. So if you're really looking to grow your hair as quickly as possible, cornrows might just be your go-to. Alright, next up we have two-strand twist. Now this is an individual style, meaning that your hair is individually put into twist. Now this is a little bit of a looser style, and your hair is parted into a little bit of smaller parts, but that's okay. You still will see growth because it still is a protective style. With this style, your hair is going to be twisted together rather than braided together, so just a little bit of a different way of patterning your hair, but it's still super protective. Now, in my personal opinion, this is one of the best looking styles. I love having twists. I actually have twisted now, a little bit of an older twist. Need to take these out, but I love having twists in general. If you want something that looks good, but also is still very functional and is going to grow your hair better than just leaving your hair loosely out, then twists might just be this style for you. Whether you get bigger twists or you get smaller twists, in general, they just look great in my opinion. One of the best looking styles anyone could do. The next protective style that I have for you guys is going to be locks. Yes, locks is considered a protective style. Because your hair is going to literally be locked together, it is a protective style. Locks are a very good protective style if you have a difficult hair pattern but you want long hair. If your hair is just difficult to deal with in general and it just shrinks and it's just a rough time dealing with it at all, but you still want the look of having like a longer hanging style, locks might just be for you. Locks will also make your hair grow significantly faster. I'm not sure if you guys ever noticed, but most people who have locks hair tend to grow really fast. Like significantly faster than if you had just a fro. And this is because your hair is banded and locked together literally 24/7. You can't take them out. And by banding your hair together and leaving it put in a protective style for so long, your hair is always going to be in the optimal environment to thrive in, so locks tend to thrive if you really take care of them. So if you want a long hanging style and are considering growing your hair, locks just might be your go-to. Alright, the next protective style that I have for you guys is going to be a man bun. Now, this one's a little debatable. You can debate whether or not it's considered a protective style, but technically it is. A protective style is considered any style that bands, locks, twists, or braids your hair together. Because by banding your hair together, it makes your hair significantly stronger and puts your hair in a better environment. You can kind of think of it like a rope. If you have one piece of string, you can easily tear that string apart. But if you have 100,000 pieces of string and you twist it together, there's no way you're ripping that apart. The same logic applies to protective styles. And that puts your hair in an environment to thrive, and that's why your hair grows while it's put in these styles. By keeping your hair banded together in a man bun, it's going to be better than just leaving your hair loosely apart. One of the best times to wear a man bun is while you're sleeping. This allows your hair to stay together while you sleep, hold in moisture so your pillow isn't absorbing it, and it's going to help your hair to grow overall. But it is a style that you would have to wear often. You can't just put your hair in a man bun for 2 seconds and then take it out and think it's going to grow. You have to really be rocking a man bun for it to really serve as a protective style. On top of that, you have to have a whole lot of hair to really make it work. So if you're someone who has a gang of hair and usually puts your hair up at night, then a man bun might just be the style for you. The next protective style that I have for you guys is going to be stitch braids. So very, very, very similar to cornrows. This is just going to be a tighter form or tighter way of getting cornrows. Now, don't get me wrong, I love stitch braids, but I will tell you it's going to be very, very tight on your head. Just like the name implies, the style grabs your hair and stitches it tightly together. Because of the fact that it's so tightly and neatly stitched together, in my opinion, stitch braids last just a bit longer than cornrows or regular cornrows. Usually I'm able to keep cornrows in for around a month, and if I really stretch it out, a month and a half. Stitch braids, on the other hand, will give me a minimum of at least 2 months. So if you're someone who can't get your hair braided very often but still want a protective style, then stitch braids might just be your go-to. Alright, the next protective style that I have for you guys is going to be Bantu knots. Now this one's a little bold. This is a style where your hair is tightly coiled together and then put in a knot, hence the name Bantu knots. A tribal, kind of African looking style. Now this one's a lot harder to pull off in my opinion, and you have to be a very bold person to pull it off, but it is a style that looks really, really good even on men. Since your hair is coiled and then knotted together, it is considered a protective style. Now, how you're gonna sleep with this style, don't ask me. I'd imagine it'd be fairly difficult. But Bantu knots are actually a great protective style to put your hair in as far as growth goes. Might not be the most functional, but it definitely will help grow your hair. So if you're someone that's looking for something super bold and can figure out a way to sleep with these, then Bantu knots might be a great style for you. Now the next style that I have for you guys is a classic, and that's gonna be box braids. Box braids are an oldie but a goodie. Just simple, basic individual plaits that work wonders for your hair growth. Very similar to individual twist, just rather than twisting your hair together, they braid your hair together all the way to the scalp. Now between twist and individual braids, I will definitely say individual braids have the upper hand when it comes to longevity. Now, whenever I get my hair twisted, they're gonna give me anywhere from 2 weeks to a month at most. And by a month, they're gonna start looking fuzzy and crazy like this. Versus if I was to put my hair into plaits at the 1 month mark, my hair would still almost look like I just got them done. And it just comes down to the technique used to put your hair in the protective style. Coils and twists seem to not be as sturdy as braiding your hair. So if you want a style that looks very similar to twist, but you want something that lasts longer than twist, then plaits might just be the perfect style for you. It's an overall great style when it comes to growth. It stays neat, and on top of that, it puts your hair in the ideal environment, which is exactly what we want. Alright, the next style that I have for you is kamikaze twist or rope twist. This is similar to regular twist also, but it's just a different style of twisting. Rather than just twisting your hair together, this style first coils your hair and then twists it together, creating rope twist. I like rope twist a little more than regular twist, but it tends to be a style that's a little harder to do, so you might need a little bit of a more experienced braider or stylist. Also similar to braids, rope twist will give you a little bit of a longer lifespan than regular twist as well, because again, the difference in styling. Since your hair is firstly coiled and then twisted together, it creates a little bit of a better hold, it creates a little bit of a better lock, and it holds in moisture just a bit better than regular twist would. Something that I personally love about rope twist is the thicker look of the twist. I like a little bit of a thicker twist rather than something that's smaller, and a rope twist always achieve that look. So if you want something that lasts a little longer, looks a little different, but still gives you that twist style, then rope twist might just be the perfect style for you. Alright, next up we have pop smoke braids. Now all of you guys should be familiar with this. This is a style of braiding in which your hair is first braided to the scalp and then turned into individual braids. Very cool concept. So that way you have it braided to your scalp and then it kind of hangs off from the side. Very unique, very cool, and very different. It's also a very clean looking style. We all know that Pop Smoke kind of familiarized the style. Of course it was here before him, but he's kind of the one that most people took their inspiration from. But overall, I feel like this is a very masculine style when it comes to braids. It looks very masculine, looks different, and it's unique. You don't really see too many guys wearing this style, but when you do, it still tends to be very clean on almost everyone. So if you want something that's in between cornrows and individual braids, then this is literally the exact style you need. Last but not least, I have flat twist. Now, personally, in my opinion, this is the most different twist style I've ever seen. Very unique, very different. Someone decided, hey, cornrows are too basic and I want to do something a little different. So what they did is they took the twist style of coiling and twisting your hair together, but they did it to the scalp, creating cornrow twists. I don't know. It should be called cornrow twist, but it's called flat twist. Flat twists are a very, very, very nice style. There's so many people that get cornrows and so many people are familiar with cornrows, but flat twist is literally that style that people, no matter whenever they see it, will always be like, wow, that's really, really different. On top of that, it almost has the exact same lifespan as cornrows. So it's a style that's here to last. So if you want something that's not too traditional and a little bit different, flat twist is literally the style you need. Now remember, all of these styles are indeed protective styles, meaning that they're going to protect your hair from external and internal damage. And on top of that, it's going to help to grow your hair. A few of these styles are a little bit better at growing your hair than others, but all of these styles are going to be better than just leaving your hair in a fro. So if you're looking to grow your hair this summer, this winter, picking one of these styles is definitely the way to go. But what do you guys think? Are there any styles that I left out or should have included? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on post notifications. Again, what are you waiting for? You care about your hair and this channel is all about hair care, so subscribe with the bell so that you can stay tuned. Last but not least, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated and it helps out the channel. On top of that, send this video over to someone that really, really needs it. That one friend who's trying to grow their hair, or that one friend who can't decide on a style, send them this, they'll thank you for it, trust me. But yeah, that's all the time that I have for you guys today. I'm Kozact and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace out.